exactly how this ends. I let you open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping for what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine. The emptiness machine.
It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Into the air right away is Allen. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
Oh, good move. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Shakes off the sag. But now he's swatted up and taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
On play action, Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. At their own 32-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At about the 32.
Hey, go lion.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They will find Davis. That's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. On the ground, this is Amari and Hampton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Crowd right. Hey, camp. Hey, Ray.
Herbert now. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Chargers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Amari and Hampton, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bills, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man, Ty Johnson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Davis. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
380. Run. Set.
On 1st down, hits Hampton. Shifts by him. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Amari and Hampton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Bills nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. A beautiful fake. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Keon Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Allen. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 39-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they're trying to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Go.
Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Handoff running Davis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Allen now looks to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The first down carry for Davis. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
8. Throwing now is Allen. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Ooh, with a juke. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Let's go, let's go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And bringing it in, it's Davis. He's to the 15. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Darius Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Chargers 21. Bills nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Allen going to run with it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
On 3rd down, Davis. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Set. Ready.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 108 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 3rd down and 1. Trying to run for it with Hampton. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Allen! Marion Hampton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. So his big first half continues, his third touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Nifty move. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Bills fast. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. Not often the 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Let's go. Hey, Ram.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And a rout is on here in this first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Taken at the goal line. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
Something takes a part of me. Something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe.
Tyler pass to kick off for Buffalo.
Something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. I take G. Watch do it. He's a vibe outside off from the music. Turn his TV off.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
26-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Set. Ready.
Again, it's Hampton. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
21. Let's go. Set.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got him in, complete. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Loud McConkey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Chargers 42, Bills nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as they'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Allen off the play fake. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On play action, Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop it with authority. The Charger drive about to get going. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your time.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 66 yards. And the Chargers are pouring it on. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bills nothing.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Allen. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Quick throw here to Johnston. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
The Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A draw play, Hampton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hampton will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up. Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
319!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Gain of 15.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Davis running left. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, Allen has his man. It's Shakir. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Allen going to get it quickly out to Coleman. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Johnson going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Josh Palmer from a yard out. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Darius Davis on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my face.
The Charger drive about to get going. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series to be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th. Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result. This is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
380. 5-9.
On the give, this is Hampton. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A run once more with Hampton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ray.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First down, Bills.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second and a couple.
Alert, alert, alert!
Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
And
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Finding Shakir across the formation. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Five wide. Identity! Look out!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the